People will be shocked when there's no more 90% silver to purchase. Are we going to see that point? In time? Most likely, yes. Will it still be available? At some places, maybe so. At what price, though? I'll let you know what happened this afternoon at the shop. I went back after I released my second video today. You gain a bonus video today, my friends. The shock with the 90% silver. Your home for Stop the Melt campaign continues. I'm the creator of it. Stop the Melt. A few other channels that picked it up. Thank you to Sobriety in Silver. Thank you to Celebrate Metal for picking this up. We gotta keep this going, my friends. Stop the Melt. Let's get this everywhere. Let's get people know who created this Stop the Melt. It's us, not just me. It's us, the ones who put Stop the Melt in the comment section. Thank you all. Let's keep putting those comments everywhere. Stop the Melt continues. Please help me out with the thumbs up. That really will get the video out, my friends. Those thumbs up really push the algorithm out there for YouTube. Sends it to more and more people's screens. Let's get that information out there. Let's get into the video right now. I went back this afternoon. Yeah, alright, I see there's plenty of 90% silver at most places, okay? I understand that what's happening right this moment. This could turn on a dime. This could turn on a dime. What we saw today at the shop. For an example, $300 face came in. A mix between halves, quarters, and dimes, of course. About $650 went out the door today. Between halves, quarters, and dimes, a mixed bag of everything. So that's nearly over double what's going out the door, what's coming in. We're happy to buy it back. We're not sending it off to the smelter at all. One person who brought it in at $100 face, he specifically asked me, are you melting this down? I says, absolutely not. We're not melting this down. We will send it to another coin shop who needs it. Or we will hang on to it right now. We are just accumulated right now. We got enough going out the door to keep buying back from the public without really having to ship it off to another coin shop. If another coin shop needs it, that's fine. We will help them out as best way as we can. If our dealer needs them, we will help him out as best way as we can. Look, I hear from all of you right now. Not all of you. But I'm seeing in the comments my coin shop has plenty of 90% silver. Great. Great. At what price though? At what price? That's the key right now. Now check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs. Right now they're running a special on Morgan. Silver dollars, 1921s at $32.80 a pop. You gotta get 20 of them. That's this week's special. $32.80 for each Morgan dollar dated 1921. You gotta get 20 again. So that's part of the 90% silver line. I'm not saying I'm not getting any more right now of 90% silver, because I am getting the Morgan and Peace dollars when I can find a good deal on them. Stuff's getting pricey out there. I get it. Silver keeps going up in price. I get it. Some people are sitting on the sidelines. I'm going to warn right now. What's going to happen when we go over 40? We're not that far away from 40 right now, my friends. We're not that far away from 40. What's going to happen at 41, 42, 43? People are going to say, what the heck happened? I should have bought it at 38. Should have got it at 39. But I kept sitting on the sidelines, waiting for Coach to put me in the game. You got to put yourself in the game here. I got a challenge this week. Well, maybe I should do it to the end of the month. Who can afford? Put it in the comment section. I'm in. Along with Stop the Melt, I'm in. $2.50 face value of 90% silver or more. I don't care where you get it from. Don't care. If you can afford $2.50, put I'm in, stop them out. That way I know you're in the game with us. And be honest about it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Just put stop them out then. Let's try all to do this. I understand everybody can't afford to do that from now to the end of the month. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Just be honest. That's all I ask. If you can't do it, that's fine. I'm not going to come down on anybody here. We're just trying to get this challenge going. Trying to get 90% silver in people's hands. That is what I'm trying to do before the prices really go out of whack. And we're paying a lot more. We're paying a lot more. Cost average. I say that all the time. I'm not trying to draw fear here. But I will guarantee you one gosh darn thing. Your 90% silver will be gone first. It has happened in the past, March of 2023. People seem to forget that. Some people seem to forget what happened in March of 2023. Maybe they weren't paying attention back then. Maybe there's too many new people coming in. Maybe the people who bought it in 2023 were not realizing what they really were doing in 2023. I don't know. Alright? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to say, alright, I got my cash. I'm going to sell it off and get my cash back. And that's the worst thing you could do right now, in my opinion. Trading for this stuff, especially when you don't need it, it's crazy. It's the craziest thing I ever heard. Cashing out for profits. No. This is your money. This is not money, my friends. This is not money. This is the only real money. Look it up. Real money. Silver, gold. You want to throw platinum in there, throw platinum in there. I don't think platinum's really money. That's just my opinion. I think platinum's more of an investment grade metal. I'll leave it as that. I don't own gold. I don't own platinum. I own some gold backs. Alright? Silver and gold are one. It's in the Bible. Not to get religious on people here. No mention of platinum in the Bible. Sorry, it's not. Silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. God's money, if you want to take it that way. Again, not trying to get religious here. I try to keep religion out of my channel and politics as much as I can. Look, we got the Trump's tariffs coming up at 2. Is that going to drive the price of silver up? Look, we need silver for military use. You all know what I'm trying to say when I say military use. Look at China. Look at Russia. They're buying up silver left and right. Look at India. Silver is undervalued. It's been laughed at. It's been condemned. It's been manipulated. The game is ending. Yeah, we had a little drop the last couple of days. So what? We're back over 38. We're doing okay. Everything can't go up in a straight line. But the first thing is going to go is your 90% silver out the door. Yeah, you might be able to see it on eBay. Fine. Someone's going to want ridiculous amounts on eBay when it can't be found. But your online dealers, we've seen it before. They're going to be out of it. I've done the market watch for 48 weeks in a row. We've seen the ups and downs with that report. Every single Saturday, I bring you that report. I'm the only one on YouTube that has probably no life, because I'm sitting at home on a Friday night and handwriting out these cards for you all every single Friday night. Somewhere after 5 p.m. It's normally about 9 p.m. when I'm really getting to these numbers, to be honest with you. I'm writing out these cards for Saturday morning market watch report. Every single Saturday. This Saturday be 49 weeks in a row. If you're not yet subscribed, you don't want to miss these reports. For the ones who've been with me since day one with those reports coming out, thank you. For the ones who joined afterwards, thank you again. These market reports are the truth of what's going on out there, my friends. You know, we've seen dealers out. We've seen them get back in. We've seen them get back out. I've been following these dealers for 48 weeks in a row. The channel sponsor Pinbacks asked me in mid-January if I was interested in a sponsorship. I said yes. We started a sponsorship in February of 2025. I've not changed a gosh darn thing with the Market Watch report. They knew I was doing it before. We talked about it before they sponsored me. I said, I'm not giving that up. They didn't ask me to give it up. So we're gonna keep doing these 90% silver Market Watches reports every single Saturday morning, my friends. 49 weeks it's going to be this week. I'm going to keep you updated what's going on with 90% silver. You know how passionate I am about 90% silver. You know I do not like people melting it down. This is why we need to stop the melt. A viewer named David sent me these cards. What I'm going to do with these cards, they're just index cards. Every single giveaway we do on the channel for a while. It's going to be a while too before we use these cards up. I'm going to mill the winner 2 of these cards with the giveaways. All I ask is you keep one. If you have a local coin shop, they're willing to put it up on their shop. Ask them to put it up by the register or something. Let's get this message out. I'm not going to start mailing these out. It costs too much to mail stuff. It's not even worth. I don't have that many anyways, but it will last for maybe a while for the giveaways where I can put in 2 in every single shipment. That's how I'm going to dole these out. The winner of each giveaway will get 2. You keep one for yourselves. All I ask is pass one on to your local coin shop if you have one. So thank you, David, for getting these to me. Stop the melt. We got to save our history, my friends. We got to do it today. People come in and say, well, Chris, they keep melting it down. This is made worth more. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's got the same silver value in it in the coins it did before. The crap hits the fan. It don't matter if you have 5 out there. You have 1 billion coins out there that are 90% silver. Same silver weight, my friends. When the crap hits the fan, there's not enough of this for the whole United States to have. There's not. So the more you can hoard now, the better off you're going to be. And yes, I'm still looking for the great deals out there. Right now I'm trying to be focusing on, once again, I'm being transparent and honest here. Common date Morgans, common date Peace, dollars. That's what I'm focusing on right now. If I come across a deal on 90, yes, I'll pick it up. If I come across a deal on 40% silvers, you bet your bottom dollar I will pick those up. Same thing with the war nickels. I'll pick them up when I find a deal. But my solely concentration right now is 90% common date Morgan and Peace dollars. That is what I'm after. Look, I'll use Bill Holter's example once again. He made a great point a few times. I've heard him say this in a few different videos he's done. Silver dime, 14 dimes. Any $1.40 face in 90% silver is equivalent to 1 ounce of silver. This could be 14 transactions broken up in very small fractional silver, my friends. 14 transactions for 1 ounce of silver. Let me repeat that. It's not 14 ounces. It's 14 transactions for 1 ounce of silver. It could be that, my friends. You know I got dimes. You know I got quarters. You know I got halves. Yeah, I got some Morgan and Peace dollars too. Here's a couple here. Alright, here's a couple here. Peace dollars. I don't think I got any Morgans kicking around in my easy reach right now, but you know what Morgans look like. That's what I am after. Right, that is what I'm after. You know, I wish I started sooner stacking. Okay, but I didn't. I mean, I stacked it at a pretty good gosh darn time. People ask me, Chris, see it in the comments too. Am I too late to stack silver? I'm never going to get, I had an email, I'm never going to get where you're at, Chris. Look, I'll say this again. Don't compare your stack with my stack. Don't compare your stack with anybody else's stack. Because if you have silver right now, you are 10 times ahead of the game when someone who has nothing. And there's more American people out there that has nothing than somebody who has $4 or $5 face of 90% silver in their stacks already. Think about it that way. Think about all the ones that have zero. A big fat goose egg. You know what they say? The people who own gold make the rules. Well, I'm going to add in the people who own silver or gold will make the rules. Silver is key, my friends. Silver is undervalued. Silver will go a long friggin' way when the crap hits the fan. I guarantee you that. I can't guarantee exactly when the dollar's going to fail. But it's not going to be a pretty day in this country when that happens. If you want to be controlled by your credit card, your central bank digital currency, where the government knows exactly everything you buy, you might want to look up that. You might want to Google that. You might want to AI it and find out what they're trying to do on the backside of things. Okay? That's what you want to really realize. You know, it all started with these home shopping cards where, you know, you go to Winn-Dixie, you go to CVS, you go to Walgreens, you go to your grocery store, and I understand not every grocery store has these cards. It's supposed to be your little savings account cards, right? They're tracking you. They got your name. They got your phone numbers on them. If you fill out the application to do it, you gave them permission to do it, you check that little box, and they're tracking everything you're buying. Tracking everything. And sometimes you get coupons, depending on the store, depending on what you bought before. It knows exactly what you bought, and you get coupons. Like Winn-Dixie. I went to Winn-Dixie today. A couple weeks ago, I bought Bush's Baked Beans. I got a coupon for Bush's Baked Beans. I like the beige English muffins. I got a coupon for beige English muffins. It knows exactly what you bought before, so it gives you coupons based on what you bought before to make you spend even more. Think about that. Think about that. Everything's being tracked. And for the ones that are not being tracked, your cell phone's tracking you too. Even if your location's off, you're still being tracked. Okay, maybe you got a newer car. You got that black box in your car. You're being tracked. Even if you leave your cell phone in your car when you go into the coin shop. Well, your cell phone's in the car. They know exactly you're right in front of that coin shop store too. They know exactly where you are. So go ahead and bring your cell phone into the coin shop. It's not gonna do anything worse. You know, people. That's what some people do. I mean, I left my phone. I didn't want people to know I was here. Hello, you're right in front of the store here. They know already. I mean, come on. I mean, really. This is what I hear in my own shop that I work for. And, you know, yeah, you're being tracked when you buy online too. You know, everything. Go look at your Amazon account. Go look what you bought 2 years ago. Remember something you bought 2 years ago, my friends. Put it in the search. Find out what it costs now and find out what it pops up to pay for it now. When you're buying items on Amazon, and you're buying the same thing, it will let you know when the last time you purchased it. And it'll let you know the last time you paid for it. Look at the price difference. Sometimes it will jump in a couple weeks. Keep an eye out for that. Inflation's not going away. So therefore, your precious metals are going to start taking off more and more. It's not going to happen overnight. These little 50 cent, 60, 70 cent dips in silver is not going to matter at the end of the day. All right, this is why I say cost average. You don't, you got $1,000. Again, I'll use this as an example. You got $1,000. Okay. Let's say you go to Pinbacks right now. You spend $400 of it right now. For an example. All right, you spend $400 at Pinbacks. Or you spend $600 at Pinbacks. Whatever. You wait a couple of weeks. Or maybe you don't want to wait a couple of weeks. You go to your coin shop and then you spend another $100 there. $150 there. Whatever the case may be. You find out there's a coin show up the road from you. 20 miles down the road from you. You go spend the rest of it there. That's what I mean by cost averaging. Little by little wins the race. That rabbit's not going to win that race. Us being the tortoise, moving along slowly, is going to outpace that rabbit every single time. Because that rabbit's going to get tired and get so fed up and say silver ain't going nowhere. But that rabbit's speed ahead to go bye, 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 bye. But as us being the tortoise come in slowly, we're going to win the game. Because we did it the right way. If you have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. My email is always in the description of every single video, my friends. Yes, one last time, stop the melt. Stop the melt. Save our history. Right there on the card, our history. Stop the melt. Thank you, David, for saying those again. I really appreciate that. Thank you to all the viewers out there. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to channel sponsor Pinbacks once again. I appreciate Michael and Brian, the brothers that own the company themselves. Channel sponsor Pinbacks, thanks again. Thanks to you all. Coin Shop Chris is out. See you in the morning.